A very good morning all of you. Today we'll discuss about the advanced data type. In last lecture we discussed about the fundamentals data type. In that we discussed int, float, complex, bool and string. Now we need to discuss the advanced data type. In that section we will do additional information about this data type, but still before starting that lecture, before starting this data type, we need to understand the basic concept of this data type. Okay, so we have byte data type, byte array data type, list, tuple, range is there, dictionary is there, and after that none data type is there. Set and frozen set is also there. So we'll discuss the little bit information about that data type, and after the completion of data type we will discuss the operator, decision making, loop, and after completion of core Python we will start the detailed structure, detailed information about the data structure, these data types. Okay, so don't worry about that. And now today we'll discuss about advanced data type. In that we'll discuss the bytes data type. So what is a bytes data type? It is used to represent a group of byte numbers just like an array. Okay, so if you want to declare the array like structure, then we will use the bytes data type. In that section we will add only similar data types. So how will declare the how will declare that bytes data type? So in that section we will store that information using x is equals to square bracket open and some values after that square bracket close. Okay, so once we store that information in the x, after that we need to convert into bytes by using bytes function. So let's do the practical, and after that we'll follow the step-by-step functions. So here I will use a Python, I will use a command prompt. So this one is a command prompt. So we'll enter into that command prompt. After that we'll try to use a Python. Okay. After that, how will we use the concept of bytes? Okay. So here I am using x as a variable. Make a note of that. Instead of x, we can use any other type of variable. We can use b, x, y, z, a, b, c, whatever it may be. Is equals to symbol, and after that we need to use square bracket open and square bracket close. After that we need to store the values, something like 20, 30, and 40. So that all elements will be stored in the x variable. Okay, so once it will be stored, so it is not bytes data type. Right now when we trying to check the data type, it will be show as a list data type, but we need to use a bytes data type. So for that we need to convert this list into bytes. So for that here I am using a b is equals to, again b is a variable. Make a note of that, b is a variable. After that we need to use a function called as a bytes, and after that we will pass this x object. Okay, so what is the x? X contains some few elements 10, 20, 30, 40, and that will be converted by using b. Okay, bytes function. So now that b is a bytes. Okay, if you want to check that, then we will check by using a type function, type of b, we get the class as a bytes. Okay, make a note of that. Okay, it look like the array. We all know that concept of array, and that it will be stored the information of elements in by using indexing. It will store the information by using indexing. So right now whenever we store that information, make a note of that, whatever it may be, just we will store into variable. We will use a square bracket open and square bracket close, and in that we will use the element, and each element is separated by the comma option. Each element is separated by the comma. Afterwards, once we will store that information into the x variable, the variable name is different. After that we will convert this x into bytes. Okay, so make a note of that. In that section I am using x and b. These x and b's are the different kinds of variable. Make a note of that. Okay, instead of that x I can use a, b, c. Instead of that b I can use p, q, r, x, y, z, whatever it may be we can use. But make a note of that, just once we stored in the elements into that particular variable, we need to convert by using byte x. Okay, now just once we created, we check that the given type is a bytes. Now in the ppt section we'll check, we will do that once we store that information, we will conversion of x byte using byte function. So here I'm trying to convert that x into b. Now the type is b. So now see, this is the your bytes, and when we're trying to print that, here I am using the variable. The bytes will be stored in a B, so I will press B. It will print the I will use print function in round bracket. I will use B, so it will print the bytes. Just 1 minute. That information will be stored in a byte of X. So here I am using just here I will be using the B. Just 1 minute. Give me 1 second. Okay. So instead of this, I will use IDLE tool, IDLE Python tool. So in that section, we'll get the more information. Okay. So this is the IDLE tool where we can execute our commands. So here I am using X equals to, in square bracket I am trying to save some values 10, 20, 30. Once the value will be stored, okay, now we need to convert into bytes. So B is equals to, we use the byte function. See the color. In round bracket we need to pass the X, and after that we'll check the type is bytes or type of B. Okay, so we get the bytes data type. Here we get the bytes. Okay, so there are some limitations about that byte data types. We'll discuss. We will conclude that why we use the bytes, what are the some ranges where we can use the byte. Before that, we'll check how we'll access the byte. So here I am using to print the print of B function byte. So we get the we are not getting the value. Okay, okay. So here I will use the indexing function. Once we store that information, we all know that how array will be works. So here I am trying to use B of 0 element. Okay, so array index will be start from the 0. Similarly, byte index will be start from the 0. So when I am trying to access this element of B of 0, it will be retrieve the first element. The first element is always 0. Second will be 1, and after that the value will be incremented by 1. So make a note of that. It will look like only array. The first element is always 0. So when I trying to use B of 0, then we get the value 10. Also when I trying to use by using a print function B of 0, then also we get the same value as a 10. Okay. Similarly, when I trying to print B of 1, we get the another value. Next value we get the 20. Okay. So we all know that whenever we pass positive value, it will work from left to right. It will be work from left to right. Make a note of that. And whenever we trying to provide negative value, it will be work from the right to left. Make a note of that. This is the most important function. Okay, don't worry about this syntax error. So these are the some statement here I written in that. So just whenever I am accessing the index by using a positive value. These are the positive values 0, 1. These are the positive value. It will be work from left to right. And when I pass the negative value, it will be work from left to right. So right to left. Just I will check. So here I am trying to access B of -1. Okay. So which value it will be retrieved? It will be retrieved the 30. Okay. It will be work from the right to left. When we provide a negative value, it will be work from the right to left. See, we get the 30 value. We get the 30 value. Here I get the 30 value. When I trying to use B of -2, then we get the 20 value. See, so make a note of that. This information you need to understand. When we provide a positive number, it will work from the left to right, and when we provide a negative number, then it will work from the right to left. By using this, we can easily access the byte data type. Okay, by using this we can easily access the byte data type. But make a note of that. I will revise one more time. How will we create the byte data type? First of all, use a variable. Here I am using a var. Okay, after that use square bracket, and inside that you need to use a value. You need to use a value. Once it will be stored, if I trying to check the data type of var, it will show the list. It will show the list. But don't worry about that. Okay, whenever we store the information to the variable, we need to convert it into bytes. Okay, for that we required another variable. Here I am using a var1 is equals to, we need to call the function called as a bytes, and after that we need to pass the list information will be stored var. Okay, So once it will be stored, after that we'll check the type in round bracket var1. Now it will show the type is bytes. See, we get the output as a bytes. So we declare, we learn about that how we'll create the bytes data type, and after that how we will access the byte data type. See, accessing elements of bytes. So these are the comments. You can check. X is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, and after that we need to convert that X, that means list, into bytes. So B is equals to bytes of X. We require this information. See, after a few we can say few lectures, we need to develop certain application. So in that application we need to decide which type of data we need to use while doing that application, while performing tasks on that application. For that, the data type is most important thing. Okay, so for that, total 14 data types are there. 5 are the fundamental and 9 are the advanced data type. We need to understand each and every data type. Okay, so when we are trying to access negative number, see, we get the 40 value from right to left, and when we pass the positive value, we will get left to right. Okay, now access the element using the loop. For example, I want to print this information. Okay, for example, I want to print all the elements of loop. Okay, all the elements of bytes, not loop, all the elements of bytes. So for that we need to use a for loop. For loop to pada nahi, but just I will show you how we will print that. And after this completion of data type, after that we'll discuss about the operator and decision making. After that we will start the loops. There are different kinds of loops where we can use in Python, but right now just make a note of that. Right now we are using just a simple loop. Okay, so here is the syntax: for I in, what is the bytes variable, bytes किसके अंदर stored है, bytes will be stored in a var1. Make a note of that, byte will be stored in a var1. So I is a temporary variable, so it will copy all the data from var1 to I, and each iteration it will be print. So for that we will use a colon, and after that I will use a print function, and after that I will print I. So ये basic function है, we'll discuss about in later, but just I will describe how it will works. So while printing this information, the byte information, the elements which are stored in a bytes called as a variable called as a var1, and this one is a var1, that all contains the var1 information will be stored in the var1, that will be copied into I, and each will print each iteration. Okay, so for example 10 will be printed, 20 will be printed, 30. So first of all var1 contains 10, so that will be stored in I, it will be printed. Later on value will be incremented, 20 will be stored in I, that will be printed. Again value will be incremented, 30 will be stored in I, again it will be printed. Okay, so for example, if you want to access the elements of bytes using the loop, so this is the syntax. Don't worry about the syntax. If you don't know about how to write a for loop, this is the just demo. I shown how to call the for loop. Okay, don't worry about that. If you don't know, forget about that. Just understand the concept, how we will call the value. If you want to display all the elements of your bytes, then we will display by using this. Okay, just click on that, you will get the all input, and 20, 30 is there. Okay, I will close it and I will start one more time, or either I will use a command prompt in that section, just trying to type the Python, and after that here I am creating a list called as a 10, 20, 30, 40. That all information will be stored in X. Sorry, X is equals to that all information will be stored in X. Now we're trying to convert by using a bytes function. Make a note of that, it's bytes. Okay, yes is mandatory, and after that X, so that bytes, that X will be converted into bytes. Once it will be converted, we need to check the type, what type of data is, by using a type function. So here I'm using the B, so it's called as a byte. Now I'm trying to print this value. By using for. So for I in bytes किसके अंदर stored है? In the above example we are using a var1. Right now byte is stored in a B, so here I am using a B. So this one is a I is a temporary variable. We can use another variable also, don't worry about that. Okay, so that all information into bytes will be copied into I, and after that it will be print by using print function, and here I'm using the I. Okay, so we get that information. See, we get the 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so this is the way. By using that we can print. I will provide all the PPTs related information. You can watch that PPT while doing the practical. So I will suggest just watch this recording repeatedly. Okay, so you will get the more idea regarding that. Okay, so once we did accessing elements using the bytes by using a loop, so we did that. Okay, so now another thing, conclusion of bytes. We created the byte. So this is the byte. Byte is nothing but it is a result. It is used to represent a group of byte number, like just an array. We did the declaration of array, a declaration of bytes. We are accessing the elements of bytes, and we are accessing the elements of byte using loop also. Now we need to conclude some points. Okay, so what are these points? We'll discuss one by one. In the bytes we have two important major options. How many values we can store in the bytes. Okay, so for example, here I am terminating the exit from that Python, clear the screen, and after that I will try to print Python. So there are two conclusions in that. So byte, first conclusion, there are some limitation of bytes. For example, if you're trying to store the value into bytes, the value have some limited range. Okay, for example, for byte range is there, we can use a number from 0 to 256 only. Okay, we all know that the size of byte is 1 byte. So the size of byte is nothing but 8 bits. So for that, in 1 bit or 8 bits or 1 byte, the range will be 0 to 256. 2 to the power 8 आपने calculate करना होगा. So by using that you can get the range from 0 to 256. So that means if we are trying to store the value of about 256, we will get the value error. There are majorly two types of error we are using in the Python programming. First one is a type error and second one is a value error. Okay, if we get the range related error or value related error, we get the value error. Okay, if we get some syntax related mistake, we get the type error. There are two types of error, वैल्यू एरर एंड टाइप एरर. सिंटैक्टिकल एरर होगा तो टाइप एरर जनरेट हो जाएगा, एंड वैल्यू रिलेटेड एरर होगा तो वैल्यू एरर जनरेट हो जाएगा. So that means whenever we trying to create the bytes in that section, it is mandatory to use the range between 0 to 256. So that means क्या है कि limitation है. So that means if we are trying to create the bytes, in that section, we cannot able to use the value which is a greater than 256. The value which is a greater than 56. So this one is a first conclusion of bytes, and second conclusion, the bytes are immutable. Yesterday we discussed about the concept of mutable. I already given the example like variable and constant. Variable is called as a mutable, something is called as a mutable, and constant is called as a immutable. What is the difference between that? Immutable means we cannot change the behavior of object. Once we store the value, the object will be created and we are not allowed to change the value of that object. Okay, that concept it is called as immutable. That means once we're trying to create the bytes data type, in that section the bytes are the immutable, and if we are trying to change that bytes, then we get the type error because we are dealing with syntax. Okay, we are dealing with syntax, and once we give the range beyond this 256, then we will get the value error. That means these are two important conclusions. Let's prove them. Okay, let's prove them. First we'll discuss about the range. Here I am creating the bytes. So here I am trying to use 10, 20, 257. Okay, so 250 is a beyond the range. So once we created, we did not get any error because we need to this is a list and there is no restriction of list. In a further lecture we'll discuss about list also, but right now make a note of that this one is X is created. Now we're trying to convert this X into bytes, and here I will pass the X. Okay, right now the 10 and there is no problem of 10 and 20, But when we think about the 257, there is a range problem. The value is beyond 256. In that section, we will get the value error. We are not able to convert this X, that means the array, into bytes. What is the reason? Because in that they specified, the Python developer specified the range from 0 to 256. If we are trying to change the value from 256 or the beyond of 256, we will get an error. And which type of error is? We need to understand this concept also. Which type of error? Will get the value error. See, we get the byte must be in the range. Byte, we get the value error. See, we get the value error. The byte must be in a range of 0 to 256. That means we cannot able to use the value which is greater than 256, because this is a first conclude we find it. And second one is the bytes are immutable. Make a note of that. We need to understand the concept of immutable and mutable. Mutable means we are trying to change the content, and immutable means we are not allowed to change the content of given elements. Okay, let's do that. X is equals to, here I'm trying to save the value 10, 20 and 30. Okay, this one is a valid, and I'm trying to convert this into bytes. Yes, we successfully copied, converted that bytes. We'll check that the type of byte, we get the bytes. See, we get the data type as a bytes. Now I'm accessing one element b of 0. Now I'm accessing the element b of 0. We get the value 10. But I want to change the first element of the bytes. ये bytes का जो भी first element है ना, I want to change that. That's why what should I do? I will trying to change b of 0 is equals to 100. This one is an assignment operator, and I'm trying to change the value of 100 instead of that 10. So the previous value of first b of 0 is a 10, and I want to trying to change the value of b of 0 as a 100. Okay, so we get an error. Why? This is a major question. Why we get the error? Because we need to specify the answer. Because the bytes is immutable. Make a note of that. Bytes are the immutable. If it is immutable, then we cannot able to change the object. We cannot able to change the object. हमें permission ही नहीं है object change करने की. So we get the type error. Earlier we get the value error. Now we will get the type error. Let's check out. See, type error. Okay, object byte object does not support item assignment. This is equal to sign is not supported by the bytes. What is the reason? Because byte is immutable. That's why we cannot able to change the value, and all the information will be stored in the C. In the bytes we can use the value from range 0 to 256 only, and if we are trying to store the value beyond the range, then it will give us a value error. Okay, I given the PPT also. Once we trying to change the range, we are trying to change the range. In that case, trying to change the range, or we are storing the value beyond the range, then we will get the value error. Second important point, byte is immutable. If it is immutable, that means we cannot able to change the content of or element of that bytes data type. But still, if we are trying to change the value of bytes, then it will give a type error, and these are the examples. Okay, see here I am trying to use a 257, we get the value error, and in that section I am trying to change the value of b of 0, we get the type error because we don't have any permission. So this is about the bytes. This is about the bytes. If you have any query regarding bytes, let me know, we'll discuss, and we'll start the next data type. Does anyone have query regarding that? About the bytes, how will access, regarding the for loop, regarding the how will access by using index, what is the left and right rule, right and left rule, what about the immutability concept, what about the range. So does any type of question, Ankita and any other student also, Sachin?
No,
Prasad.
sir. I understood everything.
Okay. Prasad, Ashfaq,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
did you get the
Yes,
whole
sir.
concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So great. No, don't worry about that. If you have any query, you can check the video also. Okay. So this is about the byte. Okay. So similarly, another data type is there called as a byte array. Okay. The difference in that byte and byte array, we'll discuss about that, and after that we'll do the program. There are two data types. First one is a bytes, and second one is a byte array, not bytes, byte array. There are two data types. The difference between the bytes and byte array is only mutability and immutability. Baki, all the concept are same. Okay, for example, if how we will create the byte, same by using byte array we can create the byte array. Okay, in that how will access the bytes. Similarly, byte array will be accessible. In that how will access the elements by using a for loop. In that byte array will be accessible by using a for loop, but bytes are immutable and byte array are the immutable. What will be the change? Range, there is a no change of range. Okay, for example, in bytes we can use the range from 0 to 256. Similarly, byte array we can use the range from 0 to 256. When I trying to use the range beyond the 256, we get the value error. Similarly, in the byte array also we get the value error. In the bytes are the immutable, that means we cannot able to change the content or elements of the bytes, but byte array is a mutable. That means we are trying to change the content of given elements. That means इसके अंदर परमिशन है byte array के अंदर, but bytes के अंदर परमिशन नहीं है. Let's do one by one. Python. First of all, I will create the byte array. It's another data type. See, byte array. Data. It is used to represent a group of byte number just like an array. Similarly, byte array भी group of bytes ही use होता है, and it is used to just the concept is it is used for the mutability concept. Okay, so let's see x is equals to in square bracket. Here I'm trying to save some values 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, in that I will trying to store the values. Now if we are trying to check the data type, we get the list. Okay, don't worry about that. The next bit is a list. Okay, we'll discuss about the list, how will change and like that stuff. Don't worry about that. But to convert that given value into byte array or bytes, we need to use a predefined function. So here I am using a b, and instead of that byte function bytes, here I am using a byte array. Okay, there is no difference. Just we have only one difference between byte and byte array is the concept of mutability and immutability. Immutable means what? We are not able to change the content of elements के contents हमें change करने की permission नहीं है, या elements change करने की permission नहीं है, but while doing the operation on byte array we have permission. But the problem of range in bytes and byte array are the same. Okay, so just I am trying to store that value, convert that value into bytes array, and see we get that value. So we are trying to check the type of bytes, so we get the byte array. Earlier it was showing the bytes. Earlier it was showing the bytes, but right now it is showing a byte array. Okay, because here I am using a byte array function. Similarly, how will access? We can access by using an index cell. Index C b of 0. I'm trying to access b of 1. I'm trying to access b of 2. We can get from left to right, because we are trying to access by using a positive number. We are trying to access by using a positive number. But if you are trying to access the element by using a negative number, we get a reverse order from right to left. From right to left. यहाँ से आएगा -1, -2, -3, -4. If we are trying to print -4, we get the 10. We get the 10. So just we are trying to access this element by using an index, similarly to bytes. If you know about the byte function, then we know about the byte array. So किसी ने पूछा what is the difference between byte and byte array? Such a type of question will be asked in the interview. Okay, what is the difference between the byte and bytes and byte array? So we need to specify the answer. Just we have only one difference. The bytes are immutable and byte array is immutable. Immutable means we cannot change the elements of bytes, but in byte array we can able to change the elements of bytes array. So difference is that बाकी common things same है. We have a range issue. We can use only 0 to 256 number. If we are trying to use the beyond number, then we get an error of we can say that we get an error of value error. Okay, so don't worry about it. So if you want to access this byte array by using a for loop, yes, we can do that. Here I'm using for, here I'm using a variable I. Don't worry about that. This I is a temporary variable. Instead of that, use v. Don't worry about it. So for v in a current byte array available in b, so here I'm using a b, print v. So what is that v? V is a temporary variable. The information about byte array will be stored in a byte array, and that will be copied into v of each iteration. That means it will print 10, after that it will be print 20, after that it will be printed 30, and after that it will print 40. Okay, so this is a temporary variable. So just hit that and hit one more time, we get the value 10, 20, 30 and 40. That means for loop is used in a byte array. Yes. Can I able to use a for loop in bytes? Yes, you can use. Okay. So this is about that byte array. Now I'm trying to store the value beyond the range in byte array. Okay. We all know that when we trying to store the value beyond range in a bytes, we get an value error. Similarly, let's check out x is equals to, in that I'm trying to check the value 10, 20, 50 like that. Trying to change that value x, and here I am using b. Instead of that b, we can use a different kinds of variable, and here I am using a byte array of x. Okay, so that means certain x list will be converted into byte data type. Let's check out the data type of b. So we get the output at a byte array. We get the output as a byte array. Okay, once we get the output as a byte array, now अरे यार हमें वैल्यू एरर का प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करना था. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जांपल आई विल रीचेंज इट. x is equals to, I am using a 10, 20, I am using a 400. Okay, so once we stored that x, now I am trying to convert this into byte array. Now byte array is there, and after that I am trying to copy the value of b, so x. Okay, so we get an error. See, value error. We get an value error. Byte must be in the range of 0 to 56. That means here I'm trying to use a 400. So there is no difference between byte and byte array. Major difference, just there is one difference only, mutability and immutability, but rest of value error will be same. That means if you want to use a byte or byte array, just we need to use the range from 0 to 256 only. Beyond this range we cannot able to use, and the major difference is called as immutability concept. Let's discuss about that. Whether it is immutable or whether it's immutable. So bytes is immutable, and what we say, byte array is a mutable. X is equals to, here I am trying to say, just 1 minute, x is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40. Once we stored, so I am trying to convert b into byte array of x. That's we are converting, and right now just check the type of byte array. So we get the data type as a b, byte array. So here I mistakenly passed the v, so we have b option. So just check the b, byte array. Yes. Now just trying to access the first element, b of 0. The first element value is a 10. Now I want to change this 10 with 100. Can I able to do that in byte array? Yes, we can able to do that. Let's check out. B of 0 index is equals to 100. Click on that. See, did we get any error? No, we did not get any error. What is the reason? Because byte array is mutable, and byte array allows us to change the element of bytes. To change the elements of byte array. Okay, just trying to print that b of 0 right now. Okay, earlier whenever accessing b of 0, it's showing the 10. Now onwards, whenever we trying to access b of 0, it will show 100. See, it will show 100. Just print out the for loop for I in b colon print all elements or I. See, list तो हमारे पास आगे ही है. Just 1 minute. See, this one is list 10, 20, 30, 40, and later on whenever we print that value, we get the 10, 20, 30, 40. Sorry, 100, 20, 30, 40. That means, can I able to change the values of byte array? Yes, you can. And what is the reason behind that? Because byte array is mutable. Make a note of that. We need to distinguish which are the mutable and which are the immutable. All fundamental data types are the immutable. Later on we learn about the bytes. Bytes are the immutable. Byte array is a mutable. Okay, let's change the value of 40. So here I am trying to use b of 3. First of all, we'll print that b of 3 is a 40. Now b of 3 equals to 200. Just did that. Now print that for I in a b by using a loop. ये loop नहीं आता है, forget about that, don't worry about that. ऐसा कुछ भी worry नहीं है. So check last 40 will be changed with 200. Or directly we can access b of 3. B of 3. We get the output as 200. We get the output as 200. So we conclude that while using the byte array, we have one problem called as the range. In the byte array, we can use from 0 to 256 only. And second, we conclude that byte array is immutable. That means we can change the elements of byte array. Okay, so we conclude that. See, all the PPTs are given. See, we get that in byte array we can use the value from the range of 0 to 256 only. That means if we are trying to store the value beyond the range, then it will give a value error. Okay, bytes no. Okay, so we have an value error if we use the beyond range option 0 to 256 के आगे हम use करते हैं, so we will get the error. Okay, but byte array is mutable. That means if we trying to change the value of byte array, then it will be changed. We did not get any error. What is the reason behind that? Because the concept of mutability. Okay, because the concept of mutable, we are happy to change the elements of byte array. But make a note of that, we cannot able to change the value of byte because byte is a immutable and byte array is a mutable. So this is about these two data type, bytes and byte array. If you have any query, let me know, we'll discuss about that. If you don't have query, then I have one query. Okay, so this I will show you which query I have. Okay, so does anyone have question? Here I'm trying to store, just 1 minute. Does my screen is visible?
No, sir.
Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So what we are discussing while using the bytes and byte array, just I have one question regarding that. In that I'm trying to store only integer value. Okay, in that section I'm not trying to store complex number, I'm not trying to store the fractional number, string, data type. So can we use only integer in that bytes array? So such a type of question you need to arises. Okay, so let's discuss about that. So here I am trying to use x is equals to, first of all we'll check one by one. Okay, Here I'm trying to use 10, 20, 30, and after that I will use Boolean data type. Okay. True or false. Okay. So once we stored, now we need to convert into the byte array or bytes, whatever it may be, just whatever it may be. Just make a note of that. Bytes are the immutable and byte array are the immutable. Now I'm trying to convert these bytes into list into the bytes. Does it will be work or does it will generate an error? What do you think that? Ankita, what do you think? Is it valid to use some Boolean value inside the bytes? Because we have only range of 0 to 256. So is it valid or invalid? Shalini, what do you think? Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. So my question is it valid to convert this Boolean value and integer value into the bytes or bytes array? So at least specify the answer. Yes,
Sir,
you know that, you don't know
Ye-
about that.
it may be valid, sir, because value of true is 1.
Yeah, this is the valid answer. Yes, it may not, it must valid. Okay, because the value of true is 1 and the value of false is 0. So it will be valid. See, if you're trying to check the data type of that bytes, we successfully convert that data into the bytes. Okay, why? What is the reason? Because whenever we're trying to store the integer values as well as with Boolean values, we did not get any error. What is the reason? Because some Boolean values have integer value as 1 and false will have integer value as 0. So it will be a valid because it will be in the range of 0 to 256. Now I'm trying to deal with for fractional number. See, I'm trying to deal with fractional number. So x, in that I'm using 10, 20, 10.5. Okay, just once we stored, now I'm trying to convert this into the byte array. Okay, whether it is a byte or byte array, don't worry about that. Just there is a one difference, mutability and immutability. Now I'm trying to convert this x into the byte array. Is it possible? Is it valid? What do you think, Ashpak? Is it valid? Prasad? Sachin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's this? Ashpak?
Prasad.
Prasad. Is it valid, Prasad, this? Because I'm trying to use integer number with fractional number. So we
Yes, sir,
get
valid.
the type error. What is the reason behind that? Because the integer values are valid only from the range of 0 to 256. Fractional values are not valid. Okay, make a note of that. Such a type of question will ask in the interview. Only Boolean type is valid. Other all data type, that means whether it is a string, whether it is a complex number, whether it is a fractional number, will not allowed. See, we get the error. Float object cannot be interpreted as integer. Why? Because bytes and byte array is specially designed for integer only. Bytes and byte array is specially designed for the integer. Now just check out for the curiosity, can we use the complex number? For the complexity, curiosity, just I am trying to use the complex number. So 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j. So just x is equals to 10, 20, 2 plus 3j. Now I am trying to convert this into the byte. Either I can use the byte or either I can use the byte array. So in that section we get again type error because the complex number is not allowed. Complex number is not allowed. Okay, so when I'm trying to use that complex number, we get the error. So let's check out which type of error we get. We get the type error. See, complex object cannot be interpreted as integer. Why we get that error? Because we are using only integer numbers. Make a note of that. Without integer number, we cannot able to use bytes or byte array. Okay. We cannot able to use bytes. But we cannot able to use any other data type. But why we use the true and false? Only one thing is available, because true is 1 and false is 0. So again, for curiosity, I am trying to use the string value. X is equals to, here I am using 10 comma 20 comma, and we all know that for single quote or double quote we will use a string. So here I will pass my name and I will store it. So once we store, we are trying to convert into bytes, and after that we'll check that whether the string is a valid or not. The answer is not valid or valid. See, by using output, by using error, we need to learn. Complex object cannot be interpreted as integer. Just think that whether string is converted into the integer. Whether string is converted into integer, is it possible? The answer is yes or no. No. We get an error. See, string object cannot be interpreted as integer. That means just it will store homogeneous data. There are two types of data. One is the homogeneous and another one is a heterogeneous data type. So we can use homogeneous as well as heterogeneous data type in another data type, but in byte and byte array it is a mandatory to use only homogeneous data type. That means just we can use the integer only. Make a note of that. So this is overall about, and the interview question and the problems will cover in the byte and byte array. So hope so you will get that all information regarding the byte and byte array. Okay, so you will get the all conclusion information. We get the range error. If it is immutable, then we are trying to change the value also. Now we are trying to discuss the list data type. Okay, so first of all we'll discuss the definition, and after that we'll discuss how we'll declare, how we'll access. One more question in the option is in the what we say byte and byte array is remaining in the interview. Can we use a slice operator? Can we use length operator? Can we use repeat operator in bytes? So we'll discuss about that, and after that we'll discuss about the list data type and the definition of list data type. Okay, so here I'm trying to use a Python, and I will declare x is equals to some values 10 comma 20 comma 30. So here I'm use b is equals to bytes, and I am trying to convert this into the bytes. Spell mistake. B is equals to bytes and round bracket of x. Yeah, done. So that information will be copied into bytes, and also I will use bb byte ba as a byte array, and here I am using byte array of x. Okay, so that bytes will be stored into b, and ba contains byte array. Okay, all the data type. If you're trying to check the type, we can check by using type of b, and also we can check of type of ba. Okay, so we have bytes as well as byte array. Okay, so now my question is, can I able to use a slice operator? Can I able to use a slice operator? Okay, we all know that slice operator, in that we need to provide first and end letter. Okay, so just we'll do that. B of, first of all we'll check for the byte, b of 1. Okay, we can use 0 comma 1, that means first two elements. Okay, so is it visible, or is it valid, or does we generate an error? See, we get some object values. That means we cannot able to use slice operator in bytes. Why we need to specify? See, we need to learn list related task. In that task we need to use a slice operator lots of time. So in that list we allowed to use the slice operator, but at least we need to understand, does we allow a slice operator in bytes and byte array? No, it will return some value, it does not give any error, it will return the object information. ये return क्या कर रहा है? Object information कर रहा है, but it does not give error. Okay, what does it mean? That means we cannot able to use slice operator in bytes and in byte array. So let's check out about byte array of 0:1. See, we get again byte array /n. So that means it is return something. ये return कुछ तो कर रहा है, but actual value हमें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. That means simply we can say that in bytes or bytes array we cannot able to use slice operator. We need to make some points. Okay, ये point note करके रखना है हमें. Okay, just हमें imagine कर दे, while developing a application in our mind a certain question will be arises. Can I able to use slice operator in bytes? Can I able to use here list? Can I use tuple? What about list? What about tuple? What is the difference? What about set? What about frozen set? What is the difference? So we need to understand such things. Okay. So here I am not able to use a slice operator. Another question: can I able to use repeat operator? Repeat operator we already did that. So I already said. Just you need to do the practice on regular basis. Repeat operator is nothing but asterisk symbol and length operator is there. So can I able to use a repeat operator? The answer is yes, you can use a repeat operator. What is the repeat operator? This asterisk symbol. So here I am trying to convert that byte B into multiplier of 2. I want to print this 2 times. So this one is a repeat operator. So we get the value. Again, we get the object. That means in that section we also did not use a repeat operator. Let's try about the length function. Can I able to use for the byte? See, in the length function it is a working, but a repeat operator is not working and slice operator are not working. These 2 operator we can use in the list. Okay, and for the major data types, okay, while developing any application in the Python, major data types, major times we can use the one data type called as a list. So I can use a lots of time in while developing the application. I am using a lots of time as a list data type. Let's discuss about that. Okay, so again, here is a list data type, here is a list data type. Now just understand the definition. After that we'll discuss about the list data type and we will close the session for 2 days. Okay, just do the practice of bytes, byte array and list data type, and from tomorrow we'll discuss about the tuple, set and frozen set or range or any other data type. Okay, so what is a list data type? If you want to represent a group of value, see, we did the operation by using bytes, we did the operation by using byte array, we did the operation using fundamental data type. So byte and byte array use करने के बाद में हमें क्या पता चला कि by using bytes and byte array we can represent a group of value. So right now in the list also we are trying to represent a group of value, but with certain conditions. So if you want to represent a group of value with certain condition, what? As a single entity where insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. We will discuss about that. Heterogeneous values are allowed and duplicates are allowed. That means with 3 conditions, if you want to represent a group of element, then we will use list. So what are the concept of these 3 options? Insertion order preserved. For example, I am trying to add 10. I'm trying to add 20, I'm trying to add 13. So what will be the first element? First element is a 10, second element is a 20, and third element is a 30. So that means we are preserving insertion order. Okay, that means जैसे जैसे element हम add करते चल रहे हैं, जैसे जैसे information हम add करते चल रहे हैं, that will be added. Okay, so first come first serve जो basis होता है, so that term called as a preservation of order. Insertion order is preserved. Okay, for example 10 first add हुआ, assume that 20 first add हुआ, तो first element will be a 20, later on 10 will be added, so second element will be 20. So that term called as a insertion preserved. Okay, second is a heterogeneous value. Heterogeneous means what? Different kinds of data type. Heterogeneous means what? Different kinds of data type. Does list data type supports heterogeneous data types? The answer is yes. Does bytes and byte array supports the heterogeneous data type? The answer is no. See, we need to correlate this data type with each other. So आपको differences पता चली गई. जैसे हमने earlier में देखा repeat operator, slice operator is not working in the bytes and byte array, but these will work in the list. We'll discuss about that. But we need to compare one data type with another data type. The second one is a heterogeneous values are allowed. Heterogeneous means what? Different kinds of data types. Okay, for example, complex is there, float is there, string is there, int is there, boolean values are there. So these are the heterogeneous data type. So if you want to represent integer value along with complex number, along with fractional number, then it is a possible in the list. Another concept, heterogeneous values are allowed and duplicates are also allowed. That means, can I use duplicate value 2 times 10, 2 times 100, similar name, similar fractional value in the list? The answer is yes. Yes, we can. Yes, it is allowed. We can store that such a type of value. Heterogeneous values are allowed. Okay. Then how we will create the list? By using square bracket open and square bracket close. Make a note of that. Bytes के लिए bytes function होता है, byte array के लिए byte array function होता है, list के लिए square bracket होता है, tuple के लिए round bracket होता है. So जैसे जैसे हम आगे पढ़ेंगे आपको पता चलेगा कि कैसे कैसे work होता है. So right now, if you want to create the list, then we need to use a square bracket open and square bracket close. We need to use square bracket open and square bracket close. So I will do that. So x is equals to square bracket and inside that value. So here I given only integer value 10, 20, 30, 14. Again I use the 10. So that means duplicate value. So in that section insertion order will be preserved. That means the first element is always 10. Second element is always 20. Third element is always 30, 40. And after that last element is always 10. So that means insertion order is preserved. Okay. Let's do the practical so you will get the idea. Okay. And one more important thing, list data types are the immutable. List data types are the mutable. That means we can change the content of list. Okay. So मैं दो types को आपको lists create करके पढ़ाऊंगा आपको. So we'll create empty list and we'll create the fully loaded list. Okay. So here I will use IDLE tool. So IDLE tool, here in that x is equals to, in square bracket I will use some values like 10, 20. These are the some integers, so I will use 2. This one is a boolean. I will use 10.5. This one is a fractional. I will use complex number 2 plus 4j. This one is a complex number, and I will use a string. It's I will use TYCS as a string name. Okay, so this is the list. Okay, does we get any error? If we get any error, then we can say that heterogeneous is not allowed. We will discuss only first one by one. So heterogeneous is not allowed. Okay, so right now heterogeneous is allowed. Just check the type of that X. So we'll get the list. See, we get the list data type. Okay, now it is a mutable. Second, insertion order is preserved. Let's check out X of 0. Let's check out X of 0. The first element is 10. Now we'll check the second element, X of 1. See, true. After that we'll check X of 2 less 10, but that means the insertion orders are preserved. Make a note of that. We are trying to clear the definition. In that we are trying to clear the heterogeneous data type. In that we are trying to access this index by using insertion order preserved. Okay, for example, if you want to use for I in X, okay, print I. So by using this we will get all the values. See, 10 true, 10. So these are the insertion preserved. इसे insertion preserve कहते हैं. Okay, so in that section the order is preserved. Okay, so insertion order is a preserved. Next one is it will allow the duplicates value. Just check that So just I will do what, I will make a copy of this and here I will paste it, and comma I will use 10 repeatedly. I will use 10 repeatedly, and also I will use true value repeatedly. Just does it allow? We'll check that. Yes, type in round bracket of x just list, that means it's allowed. So it solves the definition. जितनी भी definition बताया था ये पूरे solve. If you want to represent a group of value as a single entity where insertion order is preserved, yes. Heterogeneous values are allowed, yes. And duplicates are allowed, yes. All the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that it is a list data type. So यहाँ मैंने जो बताया था ये आपको values add करके बताया था. Okay, now we will create empty list, and after that we'll trying to add the elements. Okay, ideally now here x is equals to square bracket open close. So this one is an empty list. Already I given one statement, list is a list is a mutable. That means the empty list is created. Right now the empty list is created, but if you want to add the element, if you want to remove the element, such a type of operation we can perform on the list. Why? Because list is a mutable. That means we can change the content. So here I am using x dot append APP. So here is a function. These are the few functions: pop, insert, index. We'll discuss in later detail. So after completion of loop operation we'll discuss this function, but right now just use append function to add the elements. Okay, x dot append 10. Here I append the 10. X dot append, here I will add 10 dot fractional number 10.5. X dot append, here I will add what we say again 10. Here I will add x dot append. In that section I will add some string values, t, y, c, c, like that stuff. After that x dot append, here I will add in round bracket single quote 2 plus 3j, like that. And after that I will add a boolean value x dot append, in that I will pass the boolean value as a false. So just print the x, we get this all information. X 10, 10.5, 10, TYCSC 2.3j and false. Okay, now I am trying to remove the false. Okay, so if you want to remove this, then x dot remove function is there. X dot remove, in round bracket just pass false. Now print x and check out whether false is available. Don't worry about these functions. Okay, yeah, I will try my best. Clear, count, extend, index, insert. I will do all the functions. Don't worry about that. Just append and remove. Do what I said right now. Okay, just we need to understand the fundamental basic data types. Okay, right now. So once we completed the core Python basic information, after that we will jump on the advanced technique. Okay, before that we need to understand the basic. So in that section we need to understand few things. Okay, so for example I want to trying to change the first 10 value. Instead of that 10 I want to change it as 100. Okay, so can I able to change that? Yes, you can able to change that. So first of all we'll print the first value, x of 0 is at 10. Now I am trying to change x of 0 is equals to 100. What is the reason why we can change that value? X of 0 is equals to 100 because it is a mutable. Okay, so we can change the value. See, print the x. The value 10 will be replaced by using 100. Why? Because the list is a mutable. That's why we can able to change that. Okay, so this is about the theory. You can check that append function and such a type of information, how to access the element by using index, forward order, positive number, negative number, we can access that. We can access also the by using loop also. for I in X, like that stuff. So we can also access. We can access the slice operator. See, we do the practical like for slice operator. So here I am trying to use X of, I want to use the first element 0 to 2. So see, we get the first two values. That means slice operator is also working in that list operation. Heterogeneous values we can add. We can use list data type is growable. Growable means what? We can add the elements and we can remove the elements. That statement is growable, means we can add or increase the value, or we can delete or remove the value. That means that's why we called as a list data type is a growable. List data type with repeat operator and length function. So we can use list data type with function x multiplied by 2 times. See, the data will be copied 2 times. 10, 10.5, 100, 10.5, 110, TICC, again 10, again 100, 10.5. So that means we can use. Also we can use length function of x. So we get the actual element count, 5 elements. Okay. So when I'm trying to use length into x multiplied by 2, or we can use 3. So it will be multiplied, after that it will be count. So with the repeat operator we can also use the length function. So we get the count as a 15. So that means yes, list with repeat operator and length operator we can use. So the conclusion of list data type. The conclusion, these are the most important thing. What are the conclusion? List is immutable. That means can I able to change the content or element of list? Yes. Insertion order is preserved. Yes, insertion order is preserved. List is growable. Yes, list is growable. That means we can add the element and we can remove the element. List allows duplicate value. Yes, it allows the duplicate value. List allows heterogeneous value. Yes, list allows the heterogeneous. These are the key points of the list data type. Okay, make a note of that. If you have any query, let me know. We'll close the session. Does anyone have query regarding list data type? Any questions?